Hello, everybody. Welcome to the RSN Wrestling Podcast. This is the mastermind, Sal. And in the other line, we have the big guy, Rich.
What's up, guys?
This is the WrestleMania preview. Like we said in our
The
video.
best wrestling time of the year.
Yes, this is the time of the year where everybody, basically, all the wrestling fans get together and talk about wrestling. Anything, if you're involved in wrestling, you're definitely going to watch. You
Even
know,
if you don't watch wrestling at all,
yep.
like you're a wrestling fan, but you don't watch it at all,
Mhm.
you watch it Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. That's it.
That's pretty much the two biggest moments of, like, that's the peak of wrestling. What do you say?
Greatness.
Wrestling greatness, I could say. Yeah, I could say greatness. I could say mania, wrestling fanatic, fanaticism, all that stuff.
This
So
is
pretty
this
much
is this is the showcase of the immortals.
this is the same show that creates legends. Not just legends, but people that live long, long in time. Basically like, that live on and on. And how much better can you get than that? Think about this. Every moment. Think about every moment in wrestling that's been tied to WrestleMania. You could go way, way back.
You can go
Shawn Michaels, the Boyhood Dream.
Macho Man versus Steamboat,
Yep.
Macho Man versus Hogan,
Right.
Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go fast forward a little to the '90s. Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels.
That ladder
Owen
match,
Hart,
though. Yeah.
Owen Hart versus Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Bret Hart versus Stone Cold. Stone Cold versus The Rock.
What about the Broken Hardys?
Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Uh huh. One, two, three. WrestleMania 15, WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 19. Now think about that battle royal. Even the little moments like the battle royal
The
when
gimmick battle royal,
the
which
gimmick battle royal WrestleMania 18
it's
or
a waste of
X7.
time, but it's hilarious.
It is though. It was very hilarious. So no lie. But I mean, there's also other moments too. You can trace it back way way
The
more.
moments that every wrestling fan loves. Taker versus Michaels 1. Taker versus Michaels 2. Triple H versus Taker 1. Triple H versus Taker 2. Triple H versus Taker 3.
John Cena versus The Rock. One.
1 and
John
2.
Cena versus Rock. Two. Hogan and Rock in the same ring. Two eras meet, collide one by one. These are moments that people live for, they see, and that kind of reminds them, says, wow, that actually happened. I was there.
Miz versus Cena.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many moments. It's hard to kind of what should I say, describe all these moments. But it's one thing to kind of feel it right there at that moment, but it's another thing to actually also, see it from the screen, like I said, just like us. Right now, WrestleMania is sold out. Right now, it's taking place in Orlando, Florida. And as of right now, it is WrestleMania 33. So if you think about this, what do you feel about this whole bout right here I mean, let's talk about a pre-show match right now. Right now they have, it's going to be, what was it? It's going to be a six-pack challenge, right? First it was like a all-open women invitational.
It's still an open invitation because, as everyone knows, Sal, explain how I know so much information that no one really knows.
Like I said, as you follow on our at which is at RSN Podcast, you can see all these kind of things that are basically being laid out for a WrestleMania picture. And basically, as it's going on, a lot of rumor mills come up, right? So Rich has his little tunnel. He goes to WWHQ in Stamford, Connecticut, and basically he gets the scoop before anybody else, before it hits the
I go to
mainstream.
Triple H's file
Hmm?
cabinet.
Yep.
I break all the locks. I
And
pull all the
nonetheless,
papers
you leave a
open
mess,
and I
right?
pick up what I want.
Yeah, and nonetheless, you don't leave. You just leave it there, right? You don't leave it clean, right? You don't clean up after, right?
Why would I? I'm from Brooklyn.
Of course, that's why. That's why. And of
We
course, we're
don't
the most hated fans, right?
we don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck either, right? And that's what we were training Page a couple of weeks ago. So that's Brooklyn right there. But speaking of that, the crowd. Would you say it's kind of a hardcore wrestling fan base, or do you feel like it's just the everyday average fan as they're trying to market?
There's three places that have hardcore fans. There's New York in general, not just any specific place.
Yep.
New York in general.
Mhm.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania,
Right.
because that's ECW homegrown territory.
Yep.
And that little town from where someone named Phil Brooks, or his WWE fans and
He whose name we shouldn't be speaking of. Remember?
UFC fans know him. Well, I'm from Brooklyn. I don't give a fuck. So fuck you, Vince. Fuck you,
Huh?
Kevin Nunn.
Yep.
CM Punk,
CM Punk.
his
Yeah.
hometown of Chicago. Those are the three most hardcore fan areas.
Right. And it basically comes down to like, when you see all these fans come into one place, that's what they're trying to see. So specifically with this whole women's revolution challenge thing, like, do you feel like any names will show up? Any old names from the past?
Well, that goes to the question I asked you of explain to the fans my whole theory of how I know everything.
Like I said, he has a tunnel. He's able to see it, right? And basically, you get up to date news from there. Like I said, he's able to go straight through WWE's files, see what they're gonna have. But what are you getting right now as far as that?
And I leave a mess.
And what do you? Well, of course, yeah, you live in mess. But what are you hearing so far from now?
For the women's open invitation, there have been a few names rumored to come back for the match.
Right.
There's Lita, who's supposed to be coming back for the match.
Right.
Kelly.
Right.
Which I think is useless.
I heard Kelly's trying to do a full-time deal, right?
She already signed it.
Really?
It's a 3-year deal.
3-year deal. So just like Mickie James.
Yeah, but I think Mickey's going to extend it as time goes on, though, because she
Yeah.
actually is talented.
Yeah. And I think she's trying to get better now. I'm noticing that. Like, Mickey's trying to get better on the ring work and everything like that. Like, especially performing with, like, Becky Lynch.
Well, you have to remember, she was never out of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was out of the ring for maybe a little more than a year after she gave birth.
But I think, yeah, I mean, that's true. But I think it's also, she was out of the WWE ring style, I think, now.
Yeah.
Because now I think
it's adapted to WWE lifestyle.
Yeah. I think now, like, for example, right now, wouldn't you say that the WWE right now is kind of like that whole NXT lifestyle right now? Where it's like an NXT kind of pace right now. And at the same time, where, it's kind of changed. Like I said, the WWE style has changed over the years. It's not the same every single year now. But it's not the same thing where it's like, okay, you have submission, you're on the mat for 15 minutes, teasing. Now it's like, back to back to back to back to back action,
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mickie James was she has a perfect ability of doing that. Now she's adapted to it. Now she's trying to get a little more better now.
She was always athletic, though. That's the thing.
I mean, I gotta admit, first thing I'll tell you right now, I didn't like Becky Lynch at first. I'll be honest right now. But now that I see her, I see she's one hell of a worker. And I can see
another name that you didn't like.
Yep. And she's in this match too.
Who I actually call to be great talent.
Yes.
Little 5 feet of fury.
Yeah.
Who I think is actually going to walk in champion and walk out champion.
Right.
So that's as Paul Heyman.
Oh, so you're already saying it.
As Paul Heyman says, it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Spoiler, right? And you're saying Alexa Bliss will win this?
She's walking in the champ. She's walking into WrestleMania 33 champ.
Mm-hmm.
And she's walking out WrestleMania 33 champ.
But once you say that it was out, there was someone that didn't lose the title at first. Someone who recently came back, of course. I'm talking, of course, about Naomi. I mean, that's my pick. I think Naomi's gonna win this. Wouldn't you say that?
I can never bet against Alexa.
That's right. So you wouldn't say that at all?
No.
I mean, who else is in this match? So we got Mickie James, we got Alexa Bliss, we got who else? I think
there's Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Maddie. There's Mickie James, Becky Lynch, Carmella.
Right.
Then there's the people who are supposed to be coming back in Lita, Kelly, Victoria, and I think there was one more.
Well, Victoria, I mean, a lot of people let's talk about Victoria for once. She hasn't been in a WWE ring for a while now, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are itching to see her back because of her work in TNA.
Well, the thing with her, she's had pictures released of her.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, who hasn't?
True.
It's it's like, especially now that you're in the WWE, I mean, think about it. For a time, WWE was actually being applauded for that. Think about it, when they had Playboy and everything, Sable, they had
Sable, Tori
Tori,
Wilson,
they had,
Missy Hemi,
yeah.
Maria, Melina.
Think about that. Back in that time, it
I think
wasn't like,
that's the
yeah,
10th person Maria's supposed to be coming back.
Maria, really. Or from Mike, from TNA, right?
The Miracle's wife,
Miracle's wife. Really
Maria Kanellis Bennett.
interesting. So she's gonna be coming back, and I guess, well, that leaves Mike Bennett too. So I guess he's coming back too then.
Hmm.
Coming back to WWE then, I guess. Because I guess that makes sense, just to have him come back. Because
Makes
it's like,
sense.
yeah,
Which will lead into the second match that we're going to be talking about,
yes, yes.
the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Ooh, so you feel like he's gonna make an appearance that time?
I think so. I think it's a good time.
What better way? Yeah. I mean, well, do you think he's ready? Like WWE style?
If you wrestled ROH, then yeah, you basically are ready.
Right.
Because if you think about it, ROH is like a step from the Big Show.
Right.
If you wrestle ROH, you're basically ready to go WWE.
I see that. Yeah.
You're ready to make the leap.
Yeah. But do you feel like it's like, I mean, there's certain stars that I think that have ability to do that. Like you see Shinsuke Nakamura, you see AJ Styles. These guys are ready because they've proven it from time to time,
Nakamura, AJ, Joe, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
and they've all proven it.
Must we keep going? Just look
Yeah.
at the main roster.
Yeah. But what do you feel about Samoa Joe? Do you feel like Samoa Joe's going to be showing up for the Memorial Battle Royal?
He has to be. Doesn't have a match, which I'm very disappointed in.
I mean, well, what's the names? What names are showing up or are confirmed for the Battle Royal? I know you're talking about a former world champion, right? We recently found out there was a former world champion that was supposed to be in this Battle Royal too.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the name? Do you know?
The seven deities will not tell me who it is.
Really?
That was the hint.
It's Jeff Hardy?
No, not Brother Nero.
Not Brother Matt?
Broken Matt Hardy.
So it's confirmed.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's for a fact.
The seven deities have revealed to me.
What about Senor Matt Benjamin?
Senor, I think he's gonna come into this battle royal that is in memory of the giants named Andre and taser people.
I mean, why not? He should come through though.
And
But who do you feel like he's a pick?
I think Vanguard 1 will make an appearance also.
And Rebby Sky?
Being the fact that it's outside in a stadium, I think Vanguard 1 will come down.
Really? That'd be interesting, though. Imagine that. First time ever a drone makes a WWE debut. But then, so then, I mean...
My sources been wrong, though?
No, they haven't, no. That's right. Well, speaking of Hardys, before we kind of segue into the next match, how about this? This whole segment with the way that they kind of buried the TNA tag titles. They had this segment where basically, they took the TNA tag titles and said these titles are obsolete. They took those titles
deleted
and threw them in the river of reincarnation. And then what happened? They created the obsolete tag titles.
Well, just so you know, remember last year when, right before the Rumble, where was AJ Styles?
Yeah.
He was basically like an hour away from where the Rumble was, correct?
Yeah.
Guess who else is in Orlando?
Who else?
What's 2 days before WrestleMania?
The Hall of Fame?
ROH Supercard of Honor.
Really?
Which is
they're having WrestleMania weekend, right? They're having Indies are having all their kind of events all around Orlando too, right?
Yeah, but they're having it early.
Really?
Supercard of Honor is like 4 o'clock or something.
The same day, or
Friday.
so probably before Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And guess where it is?
Where? Who?
15 minutes away from where WrestleMania is going to be.
Really?
So
It might be. You never know.
it's busy.
That could be kind of interesting though. A TNA. Think about it. A TNA. Was it? No. ROH. Like I said, the same guy that came from, like I said, ROH makes his WWE return. It could be possible. It could happen.
At the biggest show.
Yeah. At the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, that could be pretty good too. What do you feel about this whole situation with Jeff?
He's coming back though.
Maybe at another capacity. I'm guessing.
Now just imagine the screens go black.
Yep.
Rebby comes out, plays the piano.
That'd be dope.
Only the diehards will know who she is, though.
Yep, that's right. I mean, that's the thing. I think. What what about this whole? Like, I know we're talking about, of course, in our whole shoot podcast about this whole kind of thing, but which you can check out on our YouTube page. But
you could check it out on YouTube. You can check it out on Facebook.
That's right.
And you could also check it on the best segment by segment wrestling site known to man.
To man, indeed. And basically, of course, we have this whole
the night that runs the site.
Yep, third member, the third guy that makes RSN. Like I said, we spell wrestling, and it's all thanks to him.
For 2017, we're not knocking on the door. We're kicking
that motherfucker down. That's right. That's right. So that also begs the question: kicking the motherfucker down, right? Who do you feel would benefit the most from this whole Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and kicking that motherfucker down?
Who do I think is going to win this?
Well, win, but also benefit, can I say.
Probably Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
That's my pick.
Well, I heard Kane's going to show up too, right?
I don't know if he's going to have a physical partake in this. I think he's just going to do access.
I guess, yeah, because of course,
From Mayor.
Yep. It's hard to say exactly, but I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, like I said, WrestleMania kind of makes career. WrestleMania has this kind of connotation where when you kind of, of course, whenever there's like a title change or something happens, it follows with a purpose, meaning there's a passing of the guard. Pretty much, the old switches out, the new comes in. Wouldn't you say that's kind of like the deal, right?
Yeah. Which is why I think Braun's going to win. Who's your pick?
Braun? I'm guessing Braun. I'd say probably Braun. But what I'm also saying is maybe it might be an NXT call-up.
Who, though?
Because think about it. Last year, of course, I mean, let's take it back to last year. Baron Corbin won. He became, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He made his debut, his main roster debut at WrestleMania, no less, winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And that put him in as a big name. So, I only see one name that could kind of benefit from this. And it has to be one name only. For me, it has to be Shinsuke. What better way to have Shinsuke come in than have him win the Battle Royal?
But there's one thing.
And just, yeah.
A big name like that, why would you have him debut on the pre-show?
Well, it's going to be on the pre-show. They confirmed it?
Yep.
Well, what match is on the pre-show? They said, isn't it,
It's the SmackDown match for the women's title, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and the Cruiserweight title.
Well, it might, like I said, as long as, it's still in WrestleMania, that's one thing. I mean, it might be the...
Why would you have him debut on the pre-show, though? That's the thing.
I still have it. Like I said, it's still at WrestleMania. And think about this. If they're trying to get the last-minute subscribers to kind of sign up for the network, what better way than to have them see that picture of Shinsuke Nakamura winning it? Don't you think? It would kind of draw people to say, holy shit, damn, I got to watch this whole show. Maybe there might be something different.
Or you could just wait till the next night, the Raw after.
Which might happen. I'm guessing that's probably going to happen mostly. I mean, that's,
They actually moved there's only 2 matches on the pre-show now.
Yeah, Before it's 3, now it's 2, and then it's like back and forth. So I'm guessing now they're kind of focusing with the time now. It's like, okay,
Andre the Giant and Neville versus Aries,
yeah. Well, I mean, let's move on to Neville versus Aries.
which
This is the
I
first.
think
So,
should be
yes,
on the fucking main card.
it should. I mean, think about it. It's the first cruiserweight title match in years. So why not have that happen? You know, why not have that?
There's supposed to be a Chinese wrestler participating in the battle royal.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard. I think Tian Chen, something like that.
Tian Bing,
I am Bang, right?
22 years old, 6'3", 220. Kid,
Well, Hideo Itami came in, I think, right? One time.
yeah, the first one.
And it makes sense. You know, why not have that happen?
Huh. If this kid actually participates, let's see how this kid is, because I've never even heard
Yeah.
of this kid. He's not even in the friggin' NXT.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about it. Someone that's debuting straight from the, you know, straight to the main roster, especially in that kind of caliber match. Could they actually, you know, it's
Yeah,
kind of a hard thing.
pretty
Like,
good.
yeah,
This kid's big.
really,
6'3", 220.
that's pretty big. I mean, we have to see, you know, exactly what's gonna happen from there. I mean, it's actually,
I've seen him wrestle.
he's probably in
He, him and Ho Ho Loon faced DIY in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
really,
So I have seen him wrestle. He's actually pretty good.
really. I mean, it's yet to be seen. We'll have to see. Like I said, it's. I mean, wrestling at like, especially like you know, a venue like that compared to WrestleMania,
Your first
that's like
main
the big
card
thing.
is basically like Baron Corbin. Your first
Yeah.
main card match is the Battle Royal at WrestleMania.
That's a lot of pressure. What'd you say?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard to say exactly, you know, what's gonna happen from here. I mean, from what I can guess, it's probably a lot of pressure. Thinking about, of course, you know, WrestleMania, where your card is gonna be. It's hard to say exactly, you know. I mean, looking at this whole card, like let's say look at Neville and Austin Aries.
You already know.
Don't you feel like there's a lot of pressure on them? Because of course, you know, this is the first cruiserweight title match, and this is probably the first time that Austin Aries and Neville are meeting in the WWE. They probably met elsewhere, you know, the independence and everything. This kind of changes everything, doesn't it?
This is also the first time they're both performing at WrestleMania.
Yep, that's right.
Remember,
Their first WrestleManias. Because he got injured, right? Neville got injured.
Neville got injured right before WrestleMania.
That was tragic. It was like, you know, it felt kind of bad. It was like,
that was when he
didn't deserve that. Yeah,
I remember
totally fucked up.
who was his match against.
Well, I think he was supposed to be in that ladder match, I think.
When he broke his ankle, who was he facing?
Yeah.
Let's see if you
I
remember.
forgot who. I'm not sure.
Chris Jericho, and Jericho demanded that the match to be stopped.
Right, I think.
Because he looked at the ref, he was like, his fucking ankle is broken, stop the match.
And that's the thing with Jericho, yeah.
I remember that exactly.
Really?
Jericho's look. Who was that? I think it was Tony Chimmel.
Oh, Tony Chimmel?
He looked at Tony like his leg. He fucking broke his ankle. Stop the match. So he called for a quick roll up and ended the match.
Right.
That's the thing about Jericho. If he knows you're hurt, he'll stop the match.
He'll stop the character, yeah, that's the thing. It comes to the point where it's like, okay, you know, you see your friend bleeding, you're not part of the act, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Call an ambulance. And at the same time, it's like, you know, you're willing to do that. So that's, you know, that tells something right there. So, I mean, speaking of that, Idol fighting with a student or somebody, you know, that they looked up to for a long, long time. How do you feel about the situation with Jericho versus Owens for the U.S. title?
La Fiesta de Amigos. That's all I gotta say.
Well, that segment was phenomenal. I think that was just hilarious. And plus to see that whole turning, I was like, holy shit! Like, oh my god, you didn't really expect that at all.
I think Owens is gonna win because I believe Jericho's going on tour.
Really?
Yeah, finally, he stopped his tour for 2 years to wrestle.
That's a loyal guy right there. Yeah, so he's willing to, you know, put on one hell of a show. But I think it's also come to a testament that this guy's loyal to the business. He's willing to go ahead and work for the business and everything like that. So
He also leaves on good terms. That's why they
yeah,
have no problem bringing him back.
yeah, he's in good terms with Vince and everybody. I mean, think about this also. WrestleMania 25 when they had the whole thing with the Legend versus Jericho. Look at that build-up. Mickey Rourke, an actor who played a wrestler, was thinking this guy was serious, and he played a really good like a good thing, especially in the Larry King interview, being a dick toward Mickey Rourke, and still being a character. Think about that. This is the same guy that is willing to still be a dick and things like that, and still get a message across. So that's got to tell you something. This guy is loyal to wrestling and everything like that. He's willing to be respectful to that. And came to a home where Mickey Rourke was about to get two world boxing champions to beat on him.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. Could you imagine getting someone that heated up and just tell them that's it was just a shoot. It was just I'm playing with you. It's just a part of the act. That's a phenomenal athlete right there. You can't say that. You can't say this guy can't perform or nothing. What'd you
Jericho
say?
is one of the most humble, down to earth, comedic characters you will ever see.
Right.
Hands down, he is one of the greatest of all time.
He's a legend.
He holds the longest Royal Rumble record of cumulative time.
Yep.
4 hours and 51 minutes, I believe.
Yep.
He's also lasted an hour and 1 minute in the Royal Rumble match.
Right.
Hashtag
Well,
60-minute man.
what about this whole match? What do you feel about the whole result out of this? So, of course, I know we can both agree this is probably going to be a 5-star match, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Like I said before in the shoot,
This
two
should
Canadians
be
fighting.
this should be the main event.
Mhm.
Without a doubt. This should be the main event of WrestleMania.
It should. It should. I think this should have got the world title picture. Honestly, I feel like this should have been the Universal title match. But I guess
All right, mark my words.
Yep.
Match of the night.
Definitely. I can believe that. Sure. It has to be because this guy, of course, he puts on one of the best matches. Look at that match with AJ last year.
Great match.
Great match and nearly killed. Like I said, it was a great, phenomenal match for him.
You can't
Great
say
picture. Like I said,
you can't even say it tore the roof down because there's no roof anymore.
there was no exactly.
But you basically see what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great freaking match.
It was definitely a great freaking match. I think this one for sure. Like I think for this one, it's the same kind of thing. I don't care who wins. It's gonna be one hell of a match.
I don't care who wins either, but if I had to pick one, I'd say Kevin.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
So Kevin Owens over Jericho.
Yeah.
And becomes a new U.S. champ.
Yep.
Well, here's what's really ironic. You have two Canadians fighting over the United States Championship. Think about that. That's surreal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre, man. It's crazy. I can't believe that. But yeah, like I said, I think either way they could go. This is so many good match. Well, let's move on to the IC title match. Let's think about the IC title match.
I forgot the post I saw, but it said a fan, like someone who doesn't watch wrestling, posted, "Why are these two wrestlers fighting over a belt? They don't even wear pants."
Exactly. That's right.
Like, why do you have two Canadians fighting over a U.S. title?
That's right.
Because wrestling's not supposed to make sense.
Exactly. That's right. It's not supposed to. But it kind of does in a way. It's like it should have been the IC title, but I guess WWE was like, okay, we got the US title. What can we do with it? Let's just go and fuck it, make it. So that's one hell of a match. But what about SmackDown? When we're talking about mid card, what's the mid card title there? So the IC title, of course, being defended by Dean
Oh, you mean
against.
that should be on the pre-show?
Really?
I personally think this match should be on the pre-show.
Why?
The friggin' Aries Neville match on the main card.
Really?
I'm not just saying that because I'm pro Aries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that because I think the Aries Neville match is worth of being on the main card.
But don't you feel like making Baron Corbin a star is also being a part of the main card too?
Don't get me wrong. I like Baron, I, but yes, this has potential to be a great match also. But the cruiserweights. This
Yeah,
is the first cruiserweight title match on Mania in how long?
yeah. In over 10 years.
It's I think it's worth being on the main card.
That's right. I see the validity in that.
And I'm not just
But
saying that because I grew up watching the cruiserweights and the light heavyweight.
yeah, that's right. But I think it's also a fact that you see the buzz behind these two. They're both great stars. Why not have them, continue that? Why not have them kind of showcase their talent? So it's kind of like I guess it basically comes down to again. Vince doesn't want to just share the car with one person. He wants to give everybody a shot, an equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity, my ass. What equal opportunity are you giving the cruiserweights?
Yeah, but I think it's also we want to give everybody equal TV time, don't we?
What TV time are you giving the cruiserweights? 10 minutes on
That's
Raw.
right. Yeah, yeah,
You give them 10 minutes on
that's
Raw,
right.
and you give us a shitty fucking match.
Yep. A little 3-4 minute match, and it's like, oh, that's gonna be a match. No, like
Okay, you
you
give us
demanded that. Why
you
not
give us
focus on that?
Daivari. You give us Daivari versus Jack Gallagher for the fifth time. You give us
Yeah,
Noam Dar and Tony Nese versus Gallagher and Mustafa Ali for like the
yeah.
fifth time. You give us friggin' Austin Aries versus I don't know Tony Nese again.
Yeah.
What equal opportunity are you giving us, Vince?
Yep. But I guess it also comes down
This is
to,
why you're in the Hall of Shame, Vince.
and that's why you always stay in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Shame, Vince.
You and your friggin' bucktooth beaver boyfriend.
Yep. It's just like, come on, man. Like, this guy. I mean, it makes sense to kind of, have that, but I feel like it's also nothing too. I think Baron Corbin's talent development. Wouldn't you say in this match?
He has grown on me.
It kind of makes sense to kind of have him, stay in this kind of position.
Because if you remember when he first came up, even before he came up, I wasn't very high on him.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been high on him. I feel like he definitely should get the opportunity to stay WWE champion. He should be getting the WWE title shot. I think for sure by this time. That's my personal opinion. But I think
He's
like
in the picture a few times.
yeah,
He's
he's
been
been
in
in the
the
picture a few
number.
times. And he's worthy of it. I think he's worthy of kind of staying in that picture and kind of being the champ. I feel that way. But like I said, it kind of takes some time. Like just like how Braun Strowman right now, he's growing on people. Same kind of deal. It takes some time. It's not just gonna be 1, 2, 3. How Roman Reigns, for example, they kind of rushed him, and it was like, okay, you had the opportunity for 2014. You fucked up. Don't try to go ahead and make it happen again.
If Roman would have won the Rumble the year he
Hmm.
was supposed to, he would
Yeah.
probably be a much different character with the fans.
I mean, we're talking about uh, Roman Reigns. I say let's talk about let's drag the cat out of the bag. So with this whole thing with Undertaker versus Roman, do you feel like they need to make him a heel after this just to get him to get that result?
If you want to make Roman the biggest heel in wrestling history, you have him retire Taker at WrestleMania.
I'll quote you on that. That's right. But I'll change one thing from that. If you want to make him the best performer, make him a heel. That's what I say for Vince. Because at the end of the day, look at Cena for example.
Not even that.
Look at Cena.
Look at Roman's cousins.
Yeah,
When the Usos were faces, they
yeah,
weren't that fun to watch.
yeah.
They give this now they're this gangsta friggin' club going whatever the fuck you want to call
Yeah.
them, and they're great. That promo they cut a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
when they were sitting in the crowd,
Yeah.
and you know me, I love people who could talk,
Yeah.
and that was one of the greatest promos they ever cut.
That's right. They did. I mean, what I feel like also is that they need to go ahead and and that's true. Like, look at The Rock, for example. Ministry corp, like, whole corporate ministry.
Speaking about the Usos, they don't have
Yeah,
a title match on the card. That pissed me off.
that's right. And it does. Yeah, it's kind of it comes back to that whole thing where they came for a period where the IC title was on
That
the
match
line.
would have been perfect. You have the
Yeah.
Usos set up an open challenge to any
Mhm.
team,
Uh-huh.
and then the Hardys come out.
I think that was what was rumored, right? They were planning on that to happen.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome, right? Right. It would have. But I mean, I still feel like it makes sense for them to kind of not defend it because again, like I said, they have to go and have their own momentum going into Mania. So why not?
Is that the only title not being defended?
I think so. Yeah. I know last year. I mean, I think what last year the U.S. title was online. No, U.S. title was online, right?
Yeah.
I believe
The
so.
IC title was on the line.
Yeah.
The IC title opened the card with an amazing ladder match,
Mhm.
which Zack Ryder won.
Yeah.
The U.S. title was on the line.
Mhm.
Both tag team titles were on the line.
Yeah.
The Divas
Well,
title,
one tag title because I guess both titles weren't created yet.
yeah, the Divas title was on the line. Then it got retired.
Yep.
And that horrible Triple H Roman Reigns match for the title.
Oh my gosh. And now, I mean, well, let's talk about the card right now. With so of course we have, like I said, Undertaker, Roman Reigns. I think the best decision they can do is just like I said, make them beat. What you call it? Make what you call it? Roman beat Undertaker, but if you're going to do it at the same time, make him a heel.
Retire Taker.
Retire Taker, and then make
Don't
him a
just
heel.
beat him. Don't just beat him. Retire him. Then you have Roman as the biggest heel ever known to man.
That's right, because people are gonna boo him for a long time, and
People will boo him until the day he retires.
that's
And
right.
they'll still boo him after if you see him in the streets.
But also, I mean, here's another thing. I think we were talking about this probably last week too. They're setting up the picture for the next WrestleMania's match. I suppose it's going to be what was it? They said rumors were it's going to be Brock and Roman for the belt, right?
Again, for like the 50th time.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is a perfect segue to kind of connect them, though. It kind of makes sense. Like I said, to build them up for that whole year. Like I said, you have what's his name? You have Brock Lesnar ended the streak and beat Taker at Mania. Roman Reigns beat Brock. I mean, beat what do you call it? Beat the Undertaker. He ended now. He kind of ended the streak in a way too. So why not have that going? Like I said, it makes sense, But I guess it's just like
Well,
it comes down to again.
this technically the streak is still alive, right?
How was that?
Do you remember the contract signing between Taker and Brock
Right. He didn't sign.
when Taker stabbed Brock's hand?
Yeah.
Only Brock Lesnar signed the contract.
Yeah.
Taker never signed it.
That's right.
So technically, that match never happened.
That's a fact. Yeah. Come think about it. It's the fact.
So
It's true.
Taker versus Lesnar never technically happened.
But technically, he did because we saw the whole match and we were like in awe. So, I mean, it's hard to say exactly, but we saw it, we witnessed it.
Just throwing this out there. That fat black guy.
Yeah.
Best person at WrestleMania that year.
Oh my God, that guy is crazy. Those eyes, that was basically our whole reaction. Everybody, whole collective WWE Universe reaction. It was like, is this really happening? Like, holy shit. He actually lost.
People actually broke their TVs from what I heard.
Yeah. People were so mad at it. They were
I
so
think they actually
disappointed.
had a video of a fan kicking his TV in
Really?
after that match.
It's crazy.
People take this serious.
Yeah, because wrestling, of course, we're passionate wrestling fans. Not just wrestling fans, but passionate.
Well, what's the order?
Hmm?
It's school and work.
Yep.
RSN, wrestling.
Yep. And then, of course, we put you over. That's the model for the whole time. But
You know what else put you
that's
over?
pretty much all it is. Yep.
Do you know what else put you over?
What put you over?
Reading about wrestling.
That's right. Well, where can you read?
Wrestling.
Where you can read about wrestling?
3 letters.
EWO, right?
WO.
That's right.
That was a good tagline.
That was. I got to give you credit.
That was a good plug. Good plug.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, it basically, like I said, this, like I said, we're talking about over, being over. The best way they can do this, I think we're gonna both agree. Undertaker loses, Roman wins, becomes a heel.
Not just any,
That has to happen.
not just a regular heel, the biggest heel ever.
Yeah.
Because
Think about it.
the legend.
Yeah. I mean, think about this too. Look back at WrestleManias where Steve Austin was this big baby face, and the next thing you know, he sided with McMahon.
Oh, that
Didn't
was
that kind of piss you off?
not really because I knew Austin was going to turn on him.
Really?
It's Austin. You can't.
But I mean, it pissed off a lot of people though, didn't it?
Not really. It did. But then when the fans actually thought about it, you knew he
Yeah.
was going to turn face again.
Yep. And actually, in reality, he wasn't really ever a face. If anything, he was more of a heel.
He was a. All right, you know how people cheer for Brock?
Yeah.
Stone Cold started that
Yeah.
before it was even cool.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
He got a face pop being a heel.
Well, I mean, now we're talking, of course, talking about heels and baby faces. What about this whole women's title match? The Fatal 4 is supposed to announce an elimination match?
Nia Jax is going over.
Nia Jax is going over.
Yep.
I had one person say tell me that Nia Jax looks pretty good, though.
Sorry, Sasha.
So you're taking back that that Sasha Banks isn't yours now?
Oh, she's still my favorite woman wrestler,
I thought she was your favorite.
but I think Nia's gonna go over in this match. I don't know.
Really?
I just have that feeling, like it's Nia's era now.
Really?
I don't know why. I just have a like you have that feeling.
Yeah.
I think she's going over.
Really? I mean, it could happen. Like I said, I guess, WWE is just trying to create new stars. What better way to have it than in Nia Jax? I mean, the thing about this also,
And she's
Nia
going
Jax,
to be winning in her hometown.
really? Nia Jax?
Her family is from Orlando.
Really?
All the Samoans moved from the island of Samoa to Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It makes it easier for them to kind of get close to WWE because, of course, that's like a freeway ticket right there.
Oh, you're related to The Rock? No problem.
Yeah, we'll get you free, deal right here. That's it.
Oh, you're related to Afa and Sika? How are you related? Oh, they're like my great uncles.
My great uncles to my other on the my second cousin's side. Oh, that's no problem. That's all right.
You're in.
You're in. That's it.
When can you start training? Okay. See you tomorrow.
You're gonna be a Romania tomorrow, so get ready. And it's like, damn, really?
We're not joking either. This is actually how it goes with the Samoans.
Pretty much that's all it is. But so you're saying Nia Jax will go over in this match?
There's like 50 Samoans in the friggin' performance center getting ready to go to NXT right now, probably.
Yeah. And they're all trying to get that spot. So you feel like Nia Jax, you feel like is gonna go over in this match?
Yeah. And they're not gonna try to make her look strong.
Wait 1 minute.
Sorry about that, fans. We're having a little. Sal has to take care of something, so I'm just gonna plug our social media sites. You can visit us on Facebook at RSN Wrestling Podcast. You could follow us on Twitter at RSN Podcast. You can follow us on YouTube. Just type in RSN Wrestling Podcast, subscribe, like the videos. You can follow us on Google. You can follow us on SoundCloud. I don't know what you can follow us on SoundCloud with because I don't use it. And then you could also go to PWO, Pro Wrestling Opinion. That's Nick's site. It gives you segment by segment coverage. trying to think. I think that's all social media that we have. So go ahead, like the pages, follow us on Twitter, give us some ideas for our future topics for our podcast. Maybe we'll use it in one of our shows, give you guys a shout out. So yeah, that's basically all the social media sites you could follow us. We're just waiting for Sal to come back. So we'll give you a brief intermission.
Yeah, my fault.
It's cool. I was just plugging all our social
You there?
media sites.
Hold up. Yep.
I was just plugging all our social media sites.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, I mean, so you're saying right now. So I think we're talking about pretty much Nia Jax will go over. You feel right?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this then. So, what do you feel like is going to be the program for following Mania? Because I think that's what everybody's asking for, right?
WrestleMania 34 for the women's.
Yeah.
Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, Asuka for the SmackDown title. And then you're going to get the 4 Horsewomen for the Raw title.
Because of course the draft's coming up too. That's something I think everybody's trying to look forward to also. So
that's how I'm saying the 4 Horsewomen for the Raw title.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of different matchups coming around. So that can happen for sure. So I mean, we're also talking about, of course, all these different matches. Of course, we talked about pretty much this SD tag title. We talked about pretty much, the Raw the Raw Women's title. What about the Raw? What you call it? The Raw World Tag titles.
The triple threat ladder match.
Supposedly, yeah, it was supposed to be originally a ladder match, but now it's an actual.
It's supposed to be just a regular.
The regular triple threat.
Team triple threat, whatever.
Yeah, and now I'm guessing they kind of changed it up and said, you know what, screw it, let's just go ahead and make it a ladder match.
Enzo and Cass.
Enzo and Cass.
How you doing?
How you doing? So do you feel like that? So and you got to think about this also. The WrestleMania after last WrestleMania, the Monday after WrestleMania, they showed up.
You mean the show
that was their debut?
Then WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think anything's better than WrestleMania.
Bring a takeover blows WrestleMania out of the water.
Yeah,
that's only
which is also that upcoming Sunday. So I mean that's Saturday. So
and it's only a 2-hour show.
It's only a 2-hour show indeed. So imagine plus
a show that's 12 hours long.
Yeah.
How long is Mania this year? Like bringing
6 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, it's about 24 hours plus maybe 48 days. Roughly.
I think Taker already started his entrance.
Taker?
I think he already started his entrance for WrestleMania.
Well, I think he's been started, yeah.
The fucking ramp was like 2 miles long.
Oh my god. And they're gonna start having him do this whole kind of thing. It's like, god damn. So I mean yeah, well last WrestleMania he started walking the whole thing, right?
Yeah. And going back to the Raw tag team titles, I see Enzo and Cass going over.
Enzo and Cass?
Yep.
Can happen. I think for sure that's gonna happen. It might be I feel like the club's gonna retain for some reason.
I see Finn Balor interfering somehow and starting up Balor Club.
Starting a Balor Club. Well, how about this? Here's a theory that I got. You know how Triple H is carrying his whole new evolution kind of thing?
Yeah.
What if this is one of the theories? This is what I'm thinking.
Cass
They're trying to have. No, what if? That might happen too. What I'm thinking is, how about this? Finn Balor joins up for the new evolution. So it's Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and what do you call it? No, not Finn Balor. I'm sorry, AJ Styles. What if AJ Styles was to? Let's say originally, I think the original plan was to have AJ reunite with the club, or Finn reunite with the club. Imagine what if one of those scenarios, one of them turn, end up joining this whole new evolution club. Then what?
I don't think so because I see the Bullet Club coming together.
I think it's gonna be for a short time. It has to be because they can't just have it just be like, oh, you know what? Let's just go and have that match happen just there, just for the hell of it. I guess they're just trying to build it up.
Well, you probably saw the picture that was going around online that Sam
Which one?
Roberts tweeted.
Which one was it?
Triple H and Finn are face to face at a house show.
And of course, I think I remember the whole too sweet, and the next thing it just throws up the gun.
Mm-hmm. He throws up the Bullet Club.
Bullet Club sign, yeah.
When I saw that picture, I marked the fuck out. Like,
I would too. I mean, see them face to face, like that's pretty, dope right there.
Finn never
He
turned out
declined.
too sweet.
Yeah, he turned out too sweet. That's one picture that says 1,000 words right there.
Well,
It's
he
like
turned
holy shit.
down for a bullet.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah. He said, "Fuck you, Bullet Club all day."
He bit the bullet.
Yeah. And I guess that kind of sets it up right there. Maybe they're trying to do something, but we'll have to see from there. But I mean, well, I feel like the club's gonna go over. It has to because you gotta think about it. After May, especially when what you call it, of course, he's not there no more, right? So of course, Finn Balor hasn't shown up for a while. They're planning to do this whole Bullet Club kind of showdown, but it hasn't happened yet. So it kind of begs the question: when is it actually going to happen? And I guess that's kind of like the big universal question right now. It's like, okay, when will it actually occur?
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. We'll have to see from there. Next match we have, of course, is let's see.
Well, we talk about the phenomenal match.
Yes, yes. So of course, Shane McMahon's back at it again, fighting the top guy.
I want to know what he's going to jump off of.
I don't think he'll jump off of anything. I feel like he's too old. I think he earned a spot by jumping off, the Hell in a Cell already. Why haven't jump off anything else? Do you really want to traumatize the kids more? Or do you really want to traumatize his family more? All that stuff.
Well, there was a.
I mean, of course, he's a risk taker.
There was a joke going around. He's going to jump off the top of that roller coaster they built.
Oh, right. Because he did all these crazy things too.
You see him looking at the roller coaster, and then the bottom picture is him pointing, saying, "I will jump off that."
It can happen. It can happen.
It's Shane. You never know. He might come up with some stupid shit and actually go through with it.
But who do you think is going to go over in this match?
I don't know. I think this is the only match that you can't really decide.
Well, I think for this, it's kind of comes back to that thing where it's like, do you feel like Shane McMahon's ability is in question?
Not at all.
Because I feel like it is. Because if you got to think about it, look at his match with The Undertaker. And look how long he lasted. He lasted a long time. Well, that was a pretty, boring match for a while, wouldn't you say?
Not really.
Because it was kind of like this back and forth, just, them going back and forth. And it was like, and people were kind of going, okay, when is this really going to end? It was like, oh my God. They keep on having these two guys just go at it. And it's like, there's no result or whatever like that. Don't you feel that way?
You could usually determine, well, being the fact that we're vanilla internet marks.
Yeah.
So we can basically predict what's going to happen, and we're usually right.
Yeah.
This is the only match on the card. I'm like, I can't really pick a winner.
Yeah. You're at that position right now?
Yeah. Only with this match.
Well, the reason why I kind of say AJ Styles because, with that whole evolution angle, because think about it, I think this will kind of be the driving wedge to draw him to SmackDown. Because for a while they've been saying that they want to have AJ on SmackDown on Raw. I mean, so what better way than to kind of set up a kind of how in the Authority they have basically Stephanie being like the anti, the bad guy and everything like that.
Yeah.
And basically, she's basically going against every star or whatever. Like, look at Sami Zayn, what you doing, Sami Zayn? Like, the same deal. It's like, GM is, or the commissioner's kind of, yeah.
You can't
it's like,
pick, you just can't put yourself in. You have to earn it.
Yeah. It feels like the same kind of thing where it's like the authority figure is basically trying to mesh it in with the stars and all that stuff.
The way it seems like to me, Stephanie's treating Sammy like Daniel Bryan.
That's right. Yeah.
Same thing as Bailey.
Yeah. So you kind of see the dynamic there. It's like it's like the same exact thing how they did before with Bryan, with so many others. With Austin, for example, and McMahon. Same kind of deal. I think they're trying to introduce that and try to say, hey, let's create a new age kind of
Kind of
character like that.
a new attitude era.
New attitude era, probably. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing they're trying to lean towards because that's gonna help them out and make it more of a heel kind of authority figure. But also, it's gonna help out because it builds a character too. Because to have this person be the face fighting against the evil, authority figure makes sense. Why not have it be the Sami Zayns? Why not have it be the Baileys? Why not have it be, these guys that are basically trying to build a character? AJ Styles, for example.
The
Why
wrestlers
not?
that the IWC love.
Yeah, the IWC love, exactly. So, perfect opportunity to do that. And, that if they were to do that, that would be perfect for them. So, I feel like this is the same kind of thing where eventually, like I said, they're going to phase AJ Styles out. Like, I heard this whole thing where they're trying to, what'd you call it? They're doing this thing with protecting stars with a draft or whatever like that, something like that. You ever heard about that?
Yeah.
With supposedly they're protecting some people and then other people are kind of, they're free to be traded or whatever. I feel like that's what's going to happen. AJ Styles will not be protected, and then next thing you know, Raw will say, "Oh, let's take her." Yeah.
After he put Shane's head through a friggin' windshield.
Yeah, why not? And as a result, that sets up the reunion for the club,
For BC.
BC, or maybe, like I said, Finn Balor comes into the picture, and then it's like, okay, I'm here now. Who's the leader?
Yeah, both of them
You know what I'm
have a
saying?
leader.
But do you think there's enough room for two leaders?
It happened in Japan.
This is WWE though.
But has there ever been one leader in Japan though?
Not really.
The original leaders were Devitt and Carl.
Yeah.
Then it was AJ and Carl.
Mhm.
Then it was AJ and Omega.
Mhm.
Then it was Omega and Cole.
Mhm.
Now it's Omega, Cole, and Kenny. Cody.
Cody. I mean, that's the only one way they can go with this. Is just like I said, whatever they're doing for WrestleMania has to be a build for something else for post Mania. Because whatever they do now is pretty much going to lead up to what's going to happen at Mania and et cetera, et cetera. So they have to do something now to kind of make it effective.
Not really, because this is when it starts a new angle going into SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, this is the birth of the whole SummerSlam angle, I guess, right?
Yeah, because it goes Rumble to Mania,
Mhm.
Mania to SummerSlam,
Right.
SummerSlam to Survivor Series, Survivor Series to Rumble.
Yep.
Which, us wrestling fans, when does Mania season actually start?
SummerSlam, right?
Right after Survivor Series.
Well, I'd say SummerSlam mostly.
Yeah. But
I mean, it could be.
start seeing the angles after Survivor Series.
That's right, yeah. Actually, at Survivor Series, that's when you see things being implemented. So that's something there. But so talking about that, we got also Seth Rollins versus Triple H, which actually started way back
2 years ago.
2 years ago, matter of fact, and it's still going. Do you feel like Seth Rollins is going to be ready for this match?
Seth is going to win. Because
Seth is going to win.
Seth was technically cleared over a month ago to actually in ring compete.
I mean, let's go back to when they had an injury, that horrific injury. So Samoa Joe gets him. He makes his debut. He gets him to the mat, twists his ankle, quote unquote,
Hits him with
and
the
then
Coquina clutch.
in the clutch. And again, like I said,
It's a move I love
and inadvertently he goes and tosses him off his feet,
by accident.
and that causes it's kind of like whoa,
MCL.
yeah, it's MCL, and that's not a very easy injury to get past. It's very very hard, difficult to kind of get past that.
He tore his MCL, ACL, and UCL.
Yeah. Like I said, it's kind of difficult to say. Will he show up? I mean, for me, I feel like I'm studying about this, and believe me, like MCL, that hurts like a bitch. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to recover from that.
It's hard.
It's hard to recover from. And like I said, they've been saying that he's doing like you know, repetitive therapy and everything like that. So he's not giving up. He's saying, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna stop." And think about this: like that whole ramp, is he gonna be actually able to walk that? It's kind of hard.
I don't know if he's gonna run it. He's gonna walk it.
Yeah, I feel like he can't even run. I feel like he can't even walk. I think that's the thing.
If you
I was,
realize the past couple weeks though, he's been walking perfectly fine.
yeah, that's right. I mean, I feel like it's still under question. Like, can he still perform? And here's the thing: also, his longevity. What if he aggravates the injury? Then what?
He
He's
hit
out another 6 months. He's out another 12 months.
he
Then
hit
what's
a drop kick with his weak leg.
Yeah,
He hit an Insiguri with his weak leg. He hit a
yep.
Pele kick with his weak leg. He's
Hmm.
fine,
So you feel like he's strong enough for it?
without a doubt.
Do you feel like it's a shoot? Do you feel like they're actually like they're messing with the idea? They're just trying to they hide something from the fans, just say, oh, you know what? Let's just tease the idea that he's not well, just to fuck with everybody.
Yeah, they're fucking with the fans' heads.
Yeah, I guess that's what they're kind of doing because it kind of seems that way. Because why else would they kind of have this?
But all these fans who actually know wrestling and everything
Mhm.
know that he's fine.
Yeah.
They're doing this for the dumb fans who don't know what the fuck is going on.
But I'm guessing, yeah. So I guess just to play off of that, and if they do, that's a pretty smart idea.
Going back to what I said in the last episode we just did, the shoot.
Hmm.
This is why we need that little segment, the face, the heel, and the tweener.
Yep.
I'm a great fucking heel person.
Hmm.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is for the fans who don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm the
That's right.
perfect. I'm the heel out of the group.
Yep. And I guess yeah, that's true. I mean, I think we should definitely have that kind of segment when we're having in the future. Definitely. I mean, possibly even in a studio show. Like I said, we're just throwing hints out there. That might be a possibility. You never know. It can happen. So, like I said, stick around with us. You might have some more stuff coming in. You never know.
We might having good stuff.
Yep.
Like I said, we might not in set in stone yet. We might actually do a show from an actual wrestling event.
Yep. Like I said, these are a lot of things. You never know what can happen. So,
And to
follow
be
with us.
exact,
You'll see.
for the fans to be exact, it might be at Evolve 82.
It might be. You never know. But moving on from what's if, what if we got also one more match. Well, actually, two more matches, should I say? Then two title matches.
1.5.
One actually, yeah, that's right. That's right. One and a half. So the big thing right now is, of course, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
Which I also think should be the main event.
I think that's gonna be a phenomenal match. It has to be. I mean, that's one hell of a story that they're telling.
I think it should be the main event.
Really?
If not this match, then Jericho Owens should be the main event.
I think regardless, there should be a lot of matches that are main event. One thing for sure, I think all of us can say: Goldberg versus Lesnar shouldn't be in the main event.
Main
If
event,
WWE smart, they shouldn't do that.
Goldberg and Lesnar should be the opening match.
Yeah,
So
it should be the opening match. It should be the pre-show.
let the disappointment start early.
Yeah, just for us to get it over and then be like, you know what? Okay, as long as we still had to see all those good matches. That's it.
Because you
But
remember, a couple years ago, they started WrestleMania with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
yep.
The Kiss of Death from
Mm-hmm.
AJ Lee.
Yep.
And how long was that match? 14 seconds?
Yep.
What's another 14-second match going to do?
And here's another thing. That was a world title match.
And this is the
So
Universal title.
this is a universal title match. Really, the world more than the universe, or et cetera, et cetera. Come on. Yeah, it's really done fucked up. It's like, come on. But I mean, with this match, I mean, let's take it back to Royal Rumble. Randy Orton wins the Royal Rumble.
Oh, let's get a 39-year-old Brock Lesnar to face a
Yeah.
5,800-year-old Goldberg. Oh,
It
and
really,
just to piss fans off more, let's have them main event WrestleMania, just like they did in, was it WrestleMania 20 or whatever,
Mhm.
which goes down as the worst fucking WrestleMania match ever,
Indeed,
which you can read about on ProWrestlingOpinion.com.
indeed. You gotta plug it in, right?
I have to.
That's right. Like I said, that's pretty much how we roll right here. For PWO, 3 letters. That's it. Say no more.
What was the main event of that WrestleMania, Sal?
For WrestleMania, what was it? WrestleMania 32, right?
Not WrestleMania 20.
WrestleMania 20.
The one where Lesnar faced Goldberg.
Wasn't it? Well, actually, both of them were leaving the house, right? They were leaving. So we were kind of like, oh, fuck you guys. You guys are leaving us. We know about it.
What was the main event for that WrestleMania?
Well, actually, wasn't it against two people that we can't name? Remember? He whose name we can't speak. Remember that last scene?
Yeah, but what was the main event though?
Brock and Goldberg, right?
No.
Wasn't it Ed Benoit versus Eddie versus no Benoit versus Triple H versus Shawn, right?
Yeah, but it was just Triple H versus Shawn.
Oh right. We don't know exactly what happened, right?
It was Triple H versus Shawn versus Vacant,
Mm-hmm.
and Vacant won again.
Taking one again, right?
Why isn't Vacant in the Hall of Fame?
I know Bacon should be in Hall of Fame, but I guess
He's held every single title,
Mhm.
including the women's title,
Yeah,
including the Divas title,
yeah.
and he was even in other companies.
He's across all platforms
He even went to TNA.
or Impact Wrestling, should we say?
No, he was in TNA also.
He's in TNA.
He held the Impact World Tag Team Champions
Mm-hmm.
after the Hardys technically
Mm-hmm.
and literally
Made them obsolete.
buried the titles.
Yep, literally made them obsolete.
Oh, they made Triple H happy because they buried someone.
Yep, they actually did. It's like wow, you guys finally made me proud.
Oh, I'll bring you back.
And to say that they nearly mailed the titles out. Fuck that. They said, nah, we're reincarnating them.
We're burying it, literally.
Yeah. Speaking of burial, we're talking, of course, about well, of course, we're talking about Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Do you feel like they're gonna bury Bray again one more time? Just have him lose, and just that's it. Just rip it off from there.
I don't think so because I think Roman's going to come back and help out Bray.
Roman or
Roman,
Eric Rowan?
Eric,
Eric Rowan.
and he's supposed to be bringing back actual Sister Abigail.
Really?
That's what I heard from someone named Filing Cabinet in WWE headquarters.
Really? I mean, like I said, there's so much things that can happen. It's exactly hard to tell exactly what will happen. Like I said, it's very difficult. I remember a couple years ago when we kind of were predicting what was it? We were predicting Sting versus Triple H, and did we ever think that the NWO would show up?
Not at all.
Not a single idea. Like I said, we got surprised. We're kind of like, holy shit, that's not gonna happen. And it happened. It was like, holy shit, wow. So I think the same kind of deal here. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what will happen. It's just we can just kind of just go based on what our instinct says, and just say, okay, this is what might happen. This is what might happen. We'll see from here. But I think from here, like I said, we talked briefly about. Like I said, we talking vague about Rock and Goldberg.
I could really give two flying fucks. Who
I really don't give a shit either. I'm just like, you know what? I mean, here's one way that
right.
this can all be fixed.
I'm actually going to take this idea from Taz.
Yeah.
Because as everyone knows, I listen to the Taz show.
Yep.
Shout out to Taz. Chop, chop,
Mm-hmm.
lumberjack.
Right.
What Taz said should happen. Who never lost the title?
Who never lost the title?
Yeah. Who technically never lost the Universal title?
Kevin Owens.
No. Finn
Who?
Balor.
So Kevin Owens. I don't know. I mean,
Remember, Finn never technically lost the title. He had to relinquish it.
right.
He comes back, demands that his rematch gets invoked.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens right after Lesnar Goldberg.
That could be one possibility. I was also thinking maybe what they can also do Just have Brock win. Just have Brock win the title.
But
Because think about it
then
too.
he has then it's 2-1 the series.
2-1, right? But still, like he's still what you call it? What you call it? He still dominated him at Royal Rumble. Think about it. Royal Rumble 2003. Who was the one that stood on top?
Lesnar.
Yeah, because Lesnar, what did he do? He kicked him out. So that kind of counts as a loss too. He screwed him out of the Rumble. So might as well finish up that up.
I
You know,
personally don't give a flying fuck who wins that match.
it's really hard to say because it's like what, screw it. At the same time, it's like what, it has to be something that has to happen. Maybe something somebody catches in. Maybe there is some kind of thing that happens. You never know.
Finn Balor comes out, hits them both, and wins the title.
You're forgetting one thing. Remember, comes out to a whole fucking crowd going bonkers.
Oh,
Wins the title.
the fucking place goes black,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear
Demon.
and you hear doom doom doom
Yeah.
doom doom doom.
Whole crowd's gonna mark out. Guarantee you.
Fans are gonna go ape shit.
Ape shit, no doubt. That's exactly. I mean, it's gonna be hard to tell. Like I said, we have the Hall of Fame coming up. Also, that's one thing. Also,
You have the Hall of Fame
that's yet to be
headlined
seen.
by Kurt Angle.
For an angle, indeed, the greatest wrestler in all fucking the world,
He won the gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
and it's real. It's damn real.
Mm.
And like I said, I think he said before, he's honored to be. He's been in every professional wrestling Hall of Fame, but the WWE is the icing on the cake. So this makes it immortal. This makes it final. So
Was he the second inductee to the TNA?
I think so. Yeah.
Because Sting was first.
Yep. And then of course you seen him fight on WCPW a couple of years ago. I'm actually right now recently this year. So
Where did he fight Cody? In what culture, right?
in what culture? Yeah. So like I said, this is a legendary kind of thing for him because he also fought Del Rio. He felt who else?
Made him tap out.
Yeah, made him tap out. He fought a lot of people, and it's like it makes sense to kind of have this guy kind of go into Hall of Fame finally because he had all these drug troubles, and it's like what, just wrap it up, make him a legend. Best way to do that.
I met him before.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Mhm.
I met him at MCU Park, the
And two part.
baseball stadium in Coney Island,
Mhm.
when TNA went there. I met him.
Right. Mhm.
He did.
I heard he's not. He's a very very humble guy. He doesn't kind of speak.
He was. This was when he was in the main event Mafia.
Mhm.
I took the picture with him. You can actually see it on my Facebook,
Really.
which you can find my page through the RSN Wrestling Podcast Facebook page. It's a picture of me, my father, my friend, and his two nephews.
Damn.
And you see me and Kurt Angle throwing up the main event Mafia symbol.
Man, it's crazy. Well, I heard, like I said, I think he's there's a lot of guys that you meet in the wrestling industry that are gonna be that, nice and all that stuff. He's one of those guys. So, like I said, it's very good for him. Plus, we have, like I said, NXT Takeover the night after after the Hall of Fame. So that's something.
The event that's actually going to be better than WrestleMania.
When I say WrestleMania 1, basically WrestleMania, and then we have WrestleMania 2.0 that's coming on Sunday. So, like they say, the original is always better than the other one, right?
In my opinion,
Mhm.
Takeover is going to be the best show.
Mhm.
Then Raw after Mania. Then SmackDown after Mania. Then WrestleMania.
Really? That can happen. I mean, yeah, it could possibly, be possible, but
Just think.
Mhm.
If you're a real wrestling fan, you have about a week and a half worth of wrestling.
Yep.
Because you had Raw that just passed, SmackDown that just passed, NXT. Tonight you have Impact.
Mhm.
Tomorrow you have nothing.
Mhm.
We have the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
You have Takeover, WrestleMania, the Raw after.
And also, I mean,
After then you have
well, specifically the Raw. You talk about the Raw after. Big card, right?
probably.
I mean, we don't even know about it yet, but it's like it seems like it's gonna be one hell of a card. Because think about it, that's the fallout of Mania, the craziest crowd, and like I said,
Yeah.
that time we'll probably have our whole what do you call it, our reaction to what happened at Mania. No footage, like I said, probably just
Well,
pictures at
yeah,
the most.
we know how to get through it though.
Yep. Like I said, we find our ways, but like I said, credit to WWE because they're the ones that produce this. We're the ones that watch. Like I said, credit to them.
They're
Check
probably
out
watching us right
WrestleMania.
now.
Yeah, like I said, check out WrestleMania.
They're probably one of our fucking viewers right now.
It might be. You never know. Might be Kevin Dunn watching in a freaking desolated corner.
No, he's too busy watching Roman Reigns footage.
Or, oh, right. So I guess yeah.
Him and Vince are sharing a corner right now with a blanket.
But
They're waiting for the freaking poster child.
well, yeah. I mean, that's one thing. Oh, actually, we missed one match, and I think we really don't care about this match either. John Cena, Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice.
Oh, that could possibly be a match of the night candidate too, if it's booked right.
Really?
All the freaking build up they had.
I think the build up is all the hype. I don't think nothing big's gonna happen. I think it's just to hype it up. That's it. Because
It's been great. Total Bella bullshit.
yeah, I mean, you never know. It might happen. You know, it might be something big. We'll have to see. You know exactly what's gonna happen.
I just still can't believe freaking Cena calling him as a pussy on TV.
And he's allowed to do that. That's really crazy. That's for real.
But if it's anyone else, they get freaking fined.
Yeah, but I guess he's John Cena. He don't get fined. He's special.
Yeah, it's one of other Vince and Kevin Dunn's poster boys.
It's crazy. Like I said, you brought a knife to a gunfight, and literally they were like it was like they set all that up to the point where, like I said, Miz really couldn't say nothing. He was stuck at a point where it was like, okay, I guess I'll just take this. Just fuck it. I'll take the L.
And it's like you said, Maurice actually looked pretty good as a Bella.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but like I said, WWE, you're trying to tell a story. Can't blame you. Okay, that's all right. That's what we have to deal with rather than seeing Undertaker versus Cena. That's all right.
To be honest,
But
I'd rather see Taker versus Cena than Taker versus Roman.
definitely, I would.
Just
I think anybody would.
fair.
Yeah, but I guess that's the step of making Roman one of the best heels.
Oh,
Gotta set that up.
You have to make Roman look strong.
Yeah,
Suck my dick, Vince.
that's right.
Oh no, sorry, he's actually doing that with Kevin Dunn right now.
All right, he is. Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Like I said, this is the RSM Wrestling Podcast. This is our preview right here. And like I said, we got a lot more content coming in soon. So just stay tuned.
We have
We're going to have a lot more coming in.
We have possibly some surprises coming in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some special guests,
Mm-hmm.
which we're going to try and work on very hard.
Yep.
With such names as Deonna Purrazzo,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm still trying to work on, by the way.
Yep. So keep working on that. You got it.
I'm trying very hard.
Yep.
Especially to get someone like her stature, who's been in NXT. She's fought on Raw against Nia Jax. She's fought in ROH. She's fought in TNA.
Mhm.
Basically, it's probably just gonna be like a little couple questions from all three of us to her about adapting to different wrestling lifestyles.
Yep. Like I said, it can happen. There's a lot more stuff. Like I said, we're not just knocking down the door. We're kicking the freaking door down. So you gotta stay tuned for that. So unless like I said, you can check us out on our Twitter page, YouTube.
You can
You can check out PWO. Also PWO.
at RSM
Roasting Opinion.
Podcast.
Mhm.
Search us on Facebook,
Yep.
RSM Wrestling Podcast. What is it? Google Plus,
Yep.
SoundCloud. You
Mhm.
check out Nick's website, ProWrestlingOpinion.com. Gives
Yep.
you live segment by segment updates.
Yep.
Sal, what time is it?
It's tagline time,
We haven't
right?
done this whole show. What time is it?
Tagline time, right?
Reading is fundamental.
Fundamental, right?
Reading about wrestling puts you over.
You're over like a Bro, that's it. That's how it is. So, like I said,
Over like Rover.
this is the RSM Wrestling Podcast,
Oh,
the Mastermind.
we got to plug one thing.
What was that?
Can fans buy merchandise now?
Not yet. We still got that set up. We still trying to set up that. Like I said, there's so many things we got set up.
Oh yeah,
Still working on that.
and I'm still working on a website.
Yep.
It's hard.
So,
I work like almost 50 hours a week.
yep.
Sal's in school and works. It's
Mhm.
hard for us to.
Yep.
Nick works and is in school also. It's hard for us to do this. Like we love wrestling and everything. It's our life, but it's not paying our bills.
That's right. We're doing this for free. Like I said, again, we're not doing this basically, because we're getting paid by WWE or whatever. We're doing this for free. We're not doing this basically because we put ads on our videos so that you guys can, we can get revenue off of every single view that you give us.
Well, as you say all the time, when you upload a video, doesn't it say something about do you want to put ads?
All the time it tells me. And that's the thing. Some of the content that we put, we don't put any kind of copyright on it, nothing like that. Like I said, the reason why is because we are trying not, we don't want to go ahead and just say, oh, this is our content, or et cetera, et cetera. We're doing this because, like I said, we're passionate wrestling fans. We love wrestling. This is just something that we feel like is important to us. And like I said, it's something that we feel like you guys should be getting your views out and things like that. That's what's important. So, like I said, keep that going. So, the Really Awesome Wrestling Podcast, like I said, we're gonna keep staying here. We will stay here forever, like I said. So, see you guys till then. The Mastermind signing out. We got the big guy, Rich.
We're RSN. You're not. We're out.
That's right. See you guys out.